Welcome to this course, Redeem Your Regrets. My name is Alen Stellian, your midlife mentor and the creator of this course. Let's get started with Module 1, where I'll cover some basics of regret and ask you to complete your first assignment on the path to redeeming your regrets. And to assist you throughout this course, please download and print out the follow-along guide that is provided to you in the home page for this Redeem Your Regrets course. You'll find places to take notes, as well as all the detailed instructions for this course's assignments. In my work with women 40 and beyond, regret often comes up, and research shows it's a universal experience. As a matter of fact, it is the most common negative emotion, and it's the second most common emotion, positive or negative, only second to love. We all have regrets. It is part of being human and fallible. It's an inevitable part of our journey. What makes regret an especially difficult emotion is that it has to do with things that we did or didn't do, things that are our own fault. Our choices and behaviors cause the regret. We are the cause of our own suffering, and that is hard to sit with. I find that in midlife, many of us ask the big existential questions. Who am I? What is the meaning of my life? What do I want for myself in the second half? I liken it to a second adolescence. It's a time to take stock, to look back on our lives so far, and in so doing, many of us will come face to face with regrets of the past. Now, it's important for us to face these regrets, not only for our peace of mind, but for our well-being too. Research suggests that living with intense regret can be very harmful. Repetitive negative thoughts about our past decisions often lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and depression. And this reduces our quality of life and our forward progress. Now, wallowing in regret is not healthy, but neither is avoiding regret. Burying negative emotions don't make them go away. They continue to simmer underneath the surface, infecting our lives. The key is to confront our regrets head-on with the goal to heal and learn from them. This is important, conscious work we all need to do for ourselves. It is challenging, but critical. Now, studies on regret among adults in midlife identify the most common regrets, in no particular order, are about education, work, marriage, children and family, money, and health. As we age, we tend to have fewer regrets about education, health, and career, and more regrets about family. At age 70, the opportunities are relatively limited to get a PhD or launch a new career or compensate for decades of hard living. But the opportunity remains to reconcile with your estranged brother before both of you pass on. There is some evidence that we regret things we didn't do more than things we did do, the missed opportunities. Researcher and psychology professor Amy Somerville, who runs the Regret Lab at Miami University in Ohio, explains that while we may regret things we do in the moment, it's the things we didn't do that nag at us. She says that goals we did not pursue or complete get added to our mental to-do list. They also allow for endless speculation, endless what-ifs. And of course, the list of things we didn't do is much greater than the list of things we did do. It's easier to imagine all the things we could have done, so that list is always longer. I know when I've looked back on my 58 years on Earth so far, I've had to face a lot of regrets around paths I didn't take, poor choices I made, and relationships I messed up. Let me give you some specific examples. I wish I'd taken a gap year after high school to discover who I was and what I wanted for myself. I wish I'd gotten help for my anxiety, body dysmorphia, and eating disorder sooner. I wish I'd chosen a small liberal arts college. I wish I'd pursued medicine or psychotherapy as professions. I wish I hadn't married my first husband out of fear of being alone. I wish I'd dealt with my family of origin issues before having kids. I wish I hadn't let my anxiety drive my parenting. I wish I'd invested in my friendships more consistently. And that's a lot of regret. And that's only a fraction of them. Now it's your turn to get clear on your regrets. Your assignment for Module 1 of our course is to make a list of all your regrets, big and small. You'll find all the details in the follow-along guide you've downloaded for this course. And when you're ready, move on to Module 2